Hello everyone and welcome on into another brand new episode of Taste Test right here on youtube.com/Seannosaurus Rex. I'm Sean, and every Wednesday and Saturday you can watch me try the weird, the wonderful, and the limited edition. Subscribe down below and you'll subscribe down below for more and ring the bell and you'll be notified when I post new videos. Today we're jumping in and trying a true limited time item, limited edition item, Ruffles spicy dill pickle chips. The spicy dill pickle, the dill pickle flavor continues to be a very trendy, very popular flavor. We're seeing it now more than ever, and I don't think it's one of those things where like you see a thing and then it just kind of you feel like you're seeing it a lot more, even though you are seeing it, you're just not realizing that you're seeing it. That sort of thing. I always think of like a GTA game where you're like, man, I'm driving this Mini Cooper, and all of a sudden are Mini Coopers. Like they've always been there, but now you're driving a Mini Cooper, you're just noticing it. Whatever. I don't think that's the case. I think it is just a very trendy flavor. A couple of brands jumped on it early, and we've seen just a continuation in it throughout the last year, 2 years or so, probably 2 summers. So about a, 15 to 18 month time period. We have the newest entrant here. They are Ruffles, which is interesting because they already have a regular dill pickle Lay's chip. So there's an interesting variant on that. It's spicy, can be kind of hit or miss, and the pickle flavor can be kind of hit or miss. Really, the only good ones are the Vlasic pickle balls. Everything else hasn't been super great. Some of them taste a little too artificial, a little too much like you're just drinking pickle water, when I kind of want more of that crunch of the pickle taste. I don't know that there's a difference. I think the idea of pickling is that it's the brine or whatever, that pickles, the cucumbers or whatever you're putting in it. I don't understand the concept. I know that I like pickles, but I don't know that I love the pickle flavor just by itself. But we're going to find out with these today. I forget exactly where I found these. It was either a Circle K or a Maverick, but I'm not 100% sure. It says $2.69 on the bag, and it had the privilege of sitting in the car for an entire weekend because I forgot that they were in there, and if I had not put my bags in the back seat, I would have forgotten about it because I forgot about it. And what's important about that is it was real puffed. It was very like gonna pop, and then we would have gotten in the car like the next day and have been like, what is that? Why does this whole thing smell like pickles? What's going on? And it would have been, oh, I bought those chips 3 days ago. So there you go. Anyway, they survived, and we're gonna try them now. It must have been Circle K. I don't know why I can't figure it out. Had to have been Circle K. Oh boy, a real strong scent coming out of these. Not bad. I will say not bad. Some of them, like I said, a little artificial. Some of them are a little bit too strong. But this one has like a nice bouquet of like, oh, that's a pickle. I would like to eat that. Let's try this one. I think of the spicy. Oh, man. These might be great. I think the pickle flavor tastes correct, and I think it's subtle enough to where it's not overpowering, when I think maybe that's the problem. Maybe instead of it's just a bad flavor, it's too much of the flavor that tastes like it is artificial, whereas if you have something like this that has that potatoey flavor, or in this case the spice flavor in addition to that, you get a couple of other flavors that kind of override it, and instead you get the pickle as like a finishing accent rather than like, here's the main flavor. I think pickle might be the only flavor where I would genuinely be like, maybe it needs to be a secondary thing, because it's not the first thing that I think of when I think of like a burger. Like, it's not the prominent flavor that I want. Like, I want meat and then like a sauce, and then pickle flavor / crunch is like third on that list. Bumping it up to second is super... It is very beneficial for these chips. These are what I would say are the spiciest of the spicy dill pickle chips that I have had, and I think that the spice level helps it because the spice tastes pretty solid, and it pushes that pickle down to the second, and then you have like the kind of the base ruffle flavor in there, and it creates a better bite. It's the only example of, hey, the spice makes sense, whereas most of them are like, why are they spicy? I wish it was just regular pickle. Then you eat it and you're like, maybe it didn't need to just be regular pickle because it's bad. These are really good. These are super solid. I'm very, very pleasantly surprised with these chips. So there you go. I will continue to cover pickle chips here on the channel like the brave YouTuber that I am. And if you would like to see that, you can check it out in the future by subscribing. I don't know where I'm going with the sentence. Sometimes I start a sentence and I hope that I find the end of it in the middle of it, and that one just did not come together. You can, if you would like. You can let me know if you would like to try these, if you want to try them, if you're interested. Are you in or out on the pickle flavor craze? Let me know that down below. I think pickle is a nice flavor for this show specifically because this is about the weird, the wonderful, and limited edition, and those slide so nicely into weird, not usually wonderful, and in this case limited edition, so it is that very nice mesh point of a goofy flavor that's not too weird, and like obtuse isn't the word that I want, but like alienating in a way, like why are you trying that? But sometimes that is the most fun. But there you go. Let me know that stuff down in the comment section below. If you have a suggestion, what it is, where to find it, you might see it on a future episode of the show. To see that future episode of the show, subscribe right over here. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. I guess I should wrap up by saying, if you like pickle flavor, I think these are worth trying. I kind of jumped over myself there. I think these are worth trying. And if you're into the spicy dill pickle or the dill pickle flavor, because that flavor balance is very nice. If you don't like the pickle, this isn't going to do anything to change your mind, but I appreciate you watching this video. Yeah, and I like Ruffles, so that kind of helps me with those. Anyway, subscribe over here. This ending was a mess, but that's okay. That's why you love the show. Taste test uploads right here every Wednesday and Saturday for right there. So check that out. We are approaching 300 episodes, so be sure to stay tuned for what I'm sure will be a spectacular 300th episode in the future. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed a lot of hand motions at the end to fool you from the fact that he doesn't know what he's doing. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next one. And as always, bon appetit.